What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And
Runs have been a bit shaky lately, not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously really scared of Wooded, like every runner of this game. Snowdrum was giving me trouble earlier today, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
all right, and then we have against common misconception, not Acrido 3-1. It's actually Acrid 031. We have it. We have him with us here today. Acrid, how do you feel about this matchup?
Uh, I wanna win. Does that count? No, I mean, okay. My runs have been going well. I'm scared of Nutclip and Mac. But yeah, I wish that we both hit all the tricks, because if we do, it's gonna look like a really good race to the H. And I know I
Mhm.
expect both of us to. Well, hopefully we can get good runs. And yeah, it's gonna be the Spanish-speaking showdown here in the top
Yeah,
10.
That's
yeah,
true. And where we did actually see you PB recently, also being almost like a minute ahead, and then Mac kind of denied your insane PB that was possible there. But I think currently, I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think you still have even PB potential at this point, like for sure, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. That run was really insane because it was like really close to KSPV, which is like a really good big goal that I have for a long time. And I don't know. I just didn't practice mech. I knew I was gonna miss it. I missed it, but I'm feeling like I can PB very well. I have a lot of time saving, a lot of kingdoms, like a lot of big time
Yeah.
save, and I've been practicing now. So yeah, I'm confident about it.
Yeah. I'm
nice.
confident about both of you guys. I think we are good on our side to get this one started. So you are free to leave the call. We will be starting up very soon.
All right, good
Good
luck.
luck. Good luck, boys.
Peace.
Good luck. We'll see
Luck,
you
Good
boys.
on the
luck.
other side. All right, chaos.
Let's go,
Uh,
dude.
Actually, I think I remember you. There was a point in time where you and Eckert were like super close to each other, and you used to race each other almost every day. That's kind of where we got to know each other. So
Yeah.
you actually probably know Eckert's runs pretty well and the way he plays. So, what do you think about Eckert's play style
Uh,
here?
I think Acrid's like what he's one of the best runners in the world. I think he's way better than his PB. I think he deserves a 101 by now at least. But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
for
he's
sure.
he's insane. Like his run that his PB was like I think it was like 11 seconds like ahead of my PB going into like Metro is crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's super good in my
And
opinion.
there's definitely a very interesting thing happening right now. It seems like Acrid forgot to load the file in advance. That is obviously his
Oh
fault,
no.
but we do know that results in a 2-second time loss from the get-go. I mean, it's maybe around 1.5. He can surely make that up. Um, no big
Yeah.
deal at all. I was about to go into the playstyles in general here. Tischel actually pretty known for his very precise play. Like he comes up with a lot of visual cues, audio cues, and like straight up setups for his strats.
Yeah.
And Acrid mostly actually is known for his very clean and very unique movement too. Like the way he plays is very unique. Actually, almost no other runner has his style of movement, I'd say.
Yeah, Acrid's told me like he doesn't have setups for like anything. He just goes
Yeah,
by
exactly.
feel. Like tricks can be different like every time for him. He just doesn't have a setup, and that can work in his favor, and it can
Mhm.
also like hurt him.
Yeah, for sure. I actually remember when I was learning the game, Acrid used to help me a lot, and I would ask him stuff like, "Hey, Acrid, how many rolls do you do before you hit Bowser's Cap and Cloud? How many rolls do you do after the Shop and Wood?" And he would always be like, "I have no idea. I just roll until as much as it feels right, and then I do whatever I need to do." Like that's actually the kind of player he is. But since he plays a lot and his movement is mechanically very clean, and he has obviously some experience from other games, or actually missing left side right there, but yeah, that's the kind of player Acrid is.
Yeah, good backup though. Um, feels bad
Yeah,
man for him.
Tischel taking a pretty convincing lead as far as Cap Kingdom goes. He obviously got the first lot at the start and did get left side, both with a very clean second topper phase. But other than that, not too big of a difference so far. Obviously heading into first Moonskip, which is, as always, one of the bigger potential race
Yeah,
killers, in quotes.
Monkas. I hope they both get it first try.
Yeah, let's hope for that one.
Dang. I think that was a 222 from Tish. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look back, there wasn't too many things actually. Like there was almost no visible real mistake. Obviously, to push your cap time even further, you need to do crazy stuff like rolling on top of the water and even faster strats for the bridge at the very start. But that's minor stuff. Let's see how Tischel's FMS plays out though. That looks good,
Well, that's good.
interesting.
What? Oh no, the player's missing it. Oh no.
So
Okay.
Acrid with a pretty fast
Acrid, yeah.
attempt there.
Both I'm getting it like second, third try.
Yeah.
Not
Actually
worse.
equalizing here pretty much.
Yeah.
Tischel, I
Oh,
think.
no.
Oh wow, Acrid really wants to make it super close here. Actually capturing the dino pretty much at the same time. This race has to be scripted at this point.
Yep. That's
That's cool though. No, but I think you can actually, if you don't hit a precise spot on your cap when you do FMS, you can actually miss. Like the game wouldn't let you cap bounce, and when that happens, you fall into the water and lose a ton of time. So Tischel wants to be safe and just jump back to redo his setup basically.
Wow, that's actually crazy. Acrid did like a
Yeah.
faster strat from Madame Brutal, so now he's like ahead.
Yep.
That's-
That was super
wow.
visible there. He did the roll into like the spin throw roll cancel to capture the change, but it was super visible there how fast that is. Wow, Acrid actually missing the fast hit there though.
Yeah, it feels better, man. That's actually crazy, the difference you could see.
Yep. But yeah, that hit is way more costly. Like once again, the fight mechanic we do here, we want to jump on top of the chain jump. So actually we do like a backflip. So Cappy takes off the chain jump's head, then we backflip on top of it so it stops, and then Cappy returns to capture the chain jump. But you need to do this in a pretty precise timing. If you don't get it in time, Madame Wood is going to walk up to the chain jump and you won't be able to get the fast hit. Pretty visible there for Acrid.
Yeah, unfortunate. Still a really close race.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even though both of them kind of struggled with FMS, that's exactly what you want to be seeing for a race. Both of them getting out of there without too many issues. That's what we want to see.
I think they both will do chest clip. I don't see why not. Fish doing it, and Acrid
Acrid is
also
surely going to try it at least.
Yeah.
Looked like a pretty low up warp. He might still get it. Okay, that was almost close. We've seen interesting runners in this tournament. Actually, there's a mechanic where Cappy gets stuck in the cave, and then Mario just dives in this underwater out of bounds section, which is actually super scary. But I mean, you can back that up. It's just a pretty heavy time loss, actually, almost around 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's never happened to me before.
No, for sure.
I've actually gotten that so much. I got it like 5 times yesterday in 4 hours. It was ridiculous. But yeah, nothing, no Cappy stuck shenanigans here though.
Yep.
So we're good.
Cappy didn't get stuck there, which is
Yep.
good to see.
Yep.
Both of them going to sand right now, and once again, we've talked about loads earlier. Still, actually, I feel like fast action guys get these days. Obviously, you are annoyed when you don't get it, and you feel like, wow, okay, I got it this time. This can go. Tischel's showing off why is a big. Actually, none of them getting it. There's like this meshing thing. We don't actually know how it works. People say it's firmware. People say it's meshing. But you can kind of skip that action guide, skip a little bit quicker, so the text keeps on scrolling, which actually saves like a full-on second, which is a lot these days.
Yeah.
But you can't really control it efficiently, at least.
And for me, it's like the difference between like a 5-0 and sub 5, like every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like when I watch top runners, every time they get that, they feel like, okay, this might be the sub 5 now.
Yeah.
And once again, 5 minutes is like like sub 5 is the big barrier. You can like attack and sand if you get a time below 5 minutes is mostly insane for this kingdom.
I'm
You need to
pretty
play it very
sure
clean.
2 people have sub 5. Equan and Strav. So yeah.
Doesn't Curbs have a sub 5? I think he used to be on the
he
SMB.
might.
Yeah, I think he does have a sub 5, but
Yeah.
it's very hard to get. Very hard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with his splits, his banner, but yeah.
And then if you actually want to tackle that barrier, it's almost like it is possible to get it with single clip just by the numbers. But if you want to make sure to get, you should probably go for the double clip. We talked about this previously. You can perform the roll cancel clip into the swings twice to save additional time. Let's see what approaches they go for.
I'm gonna guess single clip for both. I know Tischel does not go for double clip even in his attempts, so I doubt he'll do it here. Acrid, I don't think he goes for double clip either, but
Wow.
he changes a lot, like everybody does. So
So both getting Dram here and both actually opting to go for the nodes route, in which they skip that crate. There's like a crate with the moon in there, which is exactly next to Mario. But if you take that crate, it plays like a 7-second cutscene, and then you need to go out of your way and back to recapture the bullet bill. So it actually turns out that if you do nodes at the end, you are quite a bit faster, because if you do nodes, it actually turns out very well that you can just roll to the Odyssey instead of warping, which turns out to be faster from the nodes position.
yeah, notes is starting to become like the standard in Sand now. Like almost everybody does it now because
Yep.
it's faster, and in my opinion, it's a lot easier in Dram Dram. Like even if I don't save time with it, it's like, yeah, like I've lost so many runs of Dram Dram, it's ridiculous at this point.
So Acrid actually getting single clip, I think first try, Tischel second. But actually pretty interesting, Acrid got the upwarp mechanic there on the Sphinx Moon, which is actually where it was first seen. And when I say upwarp, that's the mechanic we use to clip through walls with moons. Obviously, notoriously the one in Wooded, where we save a lot of time using that clip. But the upwarp was first seen in that room, clipped by Minyash, which is very infamous glitch hunter in this game, in our community.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Spin throw for the Gaxi skip. Huggers.
Yeah. All that really matters on the ground pound and chest moons is actually you want to activate them as soon as possible, especially like chests, because when you spawn the moon out of a chest or also out of a ground pound moon, there's like a actually pretty big window where you can't obtain it yet. Tischel unfortunately taking damage there, which is going to cost him some time, but you want to basically open the chest as soon as possible so you can grab the moon as fast as you can. And Acrid Sand is looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
Not many, actually mostly no mistake. He did get first try single clip. That bird cycle is almost, you can actually see the difference in bird cycles right there. It's very visible. I mean, Tischel did take the damage, which obviously affects the bird cycle a little bit because Mario gets this stun animation after he takes damage. But the further the bird is back, the better you basically played the section after swings.
That notes was almost really good. He almost got one spin throw, but he missed the notes. He had to do another one.
Oh my god, that's actually so close for Acrid. Barely rolling on the edge. Imagine, I've never seen someone fall there, but it's probably possible if you're not careful.
That sand was definitely hot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I mean, Tish, I mean, not very many mistakes from him as well. Pretty clean sand from both.
Yeah, so Acrid is probably going to be getting like a 10-30. Like around a 10-30 fade out. And if you look back, he missed a Madame Brutal hit. He got second try FMS, and he got like a 229 cap because he missed left. So this sand might have been very close to 5 flat, and he did single clip. So very impressive sand from Acrid, but also Tischel. Some minor mistakes here with the second try clip, but he got Dram. He only took the damage once at the end. A bit of the notes were a bit more sloppy, but still very clean early game, I think, here from both. Still.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm impressed. Lake. It's I've actually like seen like a lot of runners like lose their runs in Lake. I don't know, it's like it's so frustrating to lose your run in Lake, and
yeah.
It's
like the
mid
break. Yeah, I know. I mean, obviously, it's like the mid break between sand, which is intense, and wooded, which is even more intense. It's not exactly more intense in terms of difficulty, but at least for your nerves, like when you're on a good run, wooded is almost always scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, the way we currently do Lake is very precise. We do know all the small optimizations and strats. Like for example, you can do like a spin pound after this moon that Tischel just grabbed. He's opting for the normal dive. But talking about Minyash, he has actually been looking very extensively at a clip. We already compared that clip to be 2 seconds faster, but with the current clips he's been grinding for, there could be a potential, I would even say more than 5 second faster Lake Rod, which abuses another, it's not a roll cancel clip, it's another out of bounds clip after the Zipper Moon. If the clips get optimized for it, it might come down to like a 5 second time save. And he apparently feels very good about his consistency. Like not RTA viable yet, but he's getting there. So he might come up one day with like a tutorial and teaches people how to use that clip, and then suddenly Lake might just become as hard as sand. But maybe people will go for it at some point. Like if it saves 5 seconds, I can see it in the future.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be monk ass.
Yeah, for
Another
sure.
clip. Sand, lake, and wooded.
Yeah,
all having
there's no
regulated
breaks.
clips.
I mean, I guess Cloud, but it's you still don't want to sleep in Cloud. You still
Yeah.
need to be kind of quick to get the cycles. But pretty decent lake, you know, no many, there were no big differences here between the runners.
Yeah.
Tischel with some more sloppiness in some movement sections, but still pretty even. Like, it didn't change anything really, this lake. But obviously, Wooded coming up, and we know about Wooded.
I think Acrid said if he misses nut clip, he's gonna do the normal route.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I would recommend it, but I'm like, I was one of the first people to do raw clip, and I actually like still do it like in practice, cause like if I miss the moon out of bounds and then I like clip back in bounds, like what else are you gonna do?
That's actually a very interesting point that you talk about that, because most people, I think, just gave up on it. Like, not because it's not good, it's obviously better than the old route by far. But I feel like most people just solely focused on nut clip because they wanted to get it so much that they haven't been doing any rock clips at all. And in races, this rock clip can save you so much time if you was to miss the clip.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand people. It's very awkward. It's completely different than any other roll cancel clip we do, at least an 8% currently. But obviously can help you quite a lot if you miss nut clip in a race.
Like, yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
That's annoying. Rocks can be annoying at times. Like that.
Yep. So Acrid was gonna throw his first rock there and pick up the second, so that the rock that he threw breaks it. But sometimes you need to actually hold Y to be able to pick up rocks from running. If you try to time Y, I mean, it can work, but it can also, Mario can also just throw Cappy and then the rock will get knocked back. Very visible right there. But that's not the biggest loss. It loses way more time than you think, because it's just like the rock flies away. It probably loses like 7 seconds or something ridiculous, maybe 5, but still way more than you just think from such a small mistake. But nut clip coming up here. That looks good for Acrid.
Yeah, I think I got it. Hopefully Tish gets it.
Seems good for Tish. Oh no, Acrid.
No, don't do
What is he
it.
doing?
I don't know. Some spaghetti?
He's gonna fall into the deep woods.
It's over. No.
No, I think he saved himself. Okay.
Oh, he died.
I mean, I guess he saved himself going into the death plane.
Oh no!
Oh my god, Tischel!
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
Okay. That's super scary. So there is a big difference here. Acrid didn't get the moon from out of bounds, while Tischel did get the moon, and he's actually still opting for rock clip, which is interesting. Wait, okay, I mean, he can make it to the other side. Oh my god, okay, that's interesting now. So he's, oh no, Tischel dropping down, so he needs to do this very precise triple jump. Oh! Falling down all the way.
Pipes?
I mean, probably at this point. He won't be able to skip split, so Acrid also gave up on rock clip. Tischel is technically still a moon ahead here, so I think he's still gonna try to do, no, okay, so he's just gonna go for the normal route right now. He's still a moon ahead, so he can probably skip the nut close to the piranha.
Yeah.
Which is gonna change the pace here a little bit. Like, Tischel is not gonna be as far behind as it currently looks if he plays pipe fine.
Oh no.
But yeah, both of them not going to be able to skip Spewed because they already picked up 2 moons that we usually get if we want to do that.
Oh, hopefully this eases their nerves. But
oh, Tischel not getting the fastest cycle. He's probably not going to be able to get to the second moon without any damage. Let's see how he plays that one.
I'm pretty sure Tish does fearless and runs. This is weird. Oh.
Yeah, but we know this section, this pipeway section is especially super weird because Acrid going for that fancy roll cancel. Let's not fall into the deep woods. Okay, he bridges the gap there. That's another position where you can fall into the deep woods. Yeah, but even if you are used to doing pipeway, I mean, we used to do it exclusively like every run in any percent, but this subroom can still be very weird.
Yeah. Oh.
And also like leg heavy. It's weird stuff, bro.
So yeah, Tish is still behind, but he's gonna skip the nut at the dead end. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not that behind.
And even though we did kind of activate the spaghetti here quite a bit, so Tish is actually going to be able to skip that nut moon, because I mean, I hope he thinks about it. He's just going to be able to hit the piranha here. Yep.
Yeah.
Because he has one more moon. He actually got the moon out of bounds. And I want to give a shout out to Acrid because he reacted very well. Because if he had fallen down without any reaction, wow, getting the instant up there for Acrid, and does forget to take his first capture. Interesting stuff. So this was actually the first capture we had right here. I mean, it makes sense at this point because they were probably both super weirded out of what just happened in this kingdom. Let's see if Tischel... I was just about to praise him. So let's see if Tischel can get it.
He got it.
Okay, he got it. Nice.
There's still a backup capture. Acrid can still not get a strike. So
yeah, there's still a backup capture. Not necessarily getting a strike here. And once again, I just posted the SMO proof command in chat. It's our live verification method we use in this tournament. It almost looked like Acrid was about, just from muscle memory, about to skip the fight, which would have been very awkward because he just wouldn't have had enough moons to skip this fight.
Sounds like something I do.
Yeah. Oh no, Tischel. Oh my gosh, that's actually the worst that can happen there. Like, I've seen people miss this dive before, but if you dive too low and don't recover... Wait, he won't even be able to pick up the moon. No, he needs the uproot.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This would have...
So, this is an interesting wooded. I still do want to give Acrid some credit for his reaction because he was right above the deep woods plane. Like, if you've just fallen down, he would have fallen into the deep woods. And this would have been a major, even way bigger time loss. But he reacted well enough to basically steer himself into the death zone. So he just took the death there.
I don't even know where the death zone is. Like, that's crazy.
So if you just fall down straight, you'll almost always land into the deep woods. You want to go up left, basically towards...
Okay.
What would it be towards? Like towards ramp even. Like towards the rocket flowers, kind of. Like that's where you can get to the death plane, but yeah.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Yeah, so not the hottest woodeds.
Yeah, for sure.
But at least it's kind of close. At least
it's still kind of close. Like, definitely, there's still a lot of scary kingdoms coming. I feel like, especially if runs go this way, runners kind of lose their consistency and their level-headedness, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, what was this wooded?" And then apparently they trigger Klepto or something and lost. Let's not hope it happens, but it can. Yeah. Let's not forget that one. And yeah, Tischel actually, the way he fell down was very weird. Like, he already made it past the sketchy out of bounds moon, and then instead of getting the wall jump, he just fell down.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't get the wall jump. That's usually the part where you are mostly safe. Like, you can have not enough height, but he failed in a very unique way. Like, it's not, you don't see that much.
Also, if you don't have enough height there, there's a strat that I think Gordia came up with, where you just bonk against the wall and you get the bonk gives you enough height. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see if you don't have enough height. And if you go for it and you have enough height, you just dive like over the wall and you're screwed.
Yeah, and then at the same time, if you actually think you have enough height and you delay your inputs a little bit and then still go for it, you will still not have enough height and just fall down.
Yeah.
So Acrid going all the way now after this wood is starting going for these fancy spin jump hits on Bowser, which doesn't necessarily look fast if you compare them. They at least look a lot fancier. But the good thing about them is the motion controls of the Pro controller are actually not as consistent. You can easily drop some of them, and if you do that spin jump strat, you get every hit for sure. That's like the one optimization. You can obviously still easily jump into Bowser and take damage, but it's a pretty cool strat. Not necessarily faster. Oh, very late cap return jump from Acrid. They're almost falling from the leaf as he got it, but I think he's fine. Very, very clean spin pound on that GP moon.
He's the only one that does meme tree like that. Like,
yeah.
Most people go from the left, he goes from the right. It's really weird.
Okay. So let's see if he goes for this roll cancel. Almost looks like it. Ooh,
Oh,
didn't get it. Oh
what?
no, Klepto activated.
Yeah. He,
Klepto activated at this
no,
point.
yeah.
Oh
He
no!
should have just died.
I knew it, dude. I was actually for sure.
Yeah.
I told you, like, once a run goes like this, Klepto is activated. And it's actually interesting, we haven't seen this in a race yet. So Acrid, he played it safe at the butterfly, not going for his triple jump strat to the left there. But instead, he actually just activates Klepto, trying to be fancy with like a roll cancel strat on top of the very, very small platform the butterfly covers. And we see why Klepto is disgustingly slow. Like, that's not obviously going to be it already. He's going to
Oh my
defeat
God,
Klepto
Tish!
now. Oh
Tish
no.
popped on the tree.
Oh no,
That's
falling
right.
down at the entries.
That's right.
So, okay, so you see right there, Acrid recovered Cappy. Let's see how he plays this route now. Like, he didn't even get the moon on the other propeller yet, so he needs to go back.
Yeah. Wait,
Wait.
does he not realize?
Like, if he
what?
forgets that moon, that could be disastrous too.
Maybe he's gonna go do Stone Cave and Cage.
Oh, that would be actually 20xx
Yeah.
if he did that.
So Acrid, he's still ahead. I'm pretty sure.
I
mean, it's kinda hard
guess
to tell.
it's actually hard to tell because he does need to pick up an additional pretty slow. I mean, it's not that slow of a moon, but Tischel is gonna have some
really
faster
hope
moons
you're
available to him. But Acrid still seems to be ahead even after triggering Klepto. If Tischel didn't die, he would have probably been ahead. Oh, Acrid trying to go for that fast strat to break the cage, usually seen in other categories. I think he might have gotten it because Cappy returned very quickly.
Yeah.
So I think the Tripetal actually hit the cage. He's trusting himself there. What if the cage wasn't
Yeah.
broken? He's just blindly jumping up. This guy's crazy right now.
I'm pretty sure he heard it. Oh,
Oh
my God!
Okay, target not acquired. Tischel is gonna have some additional chances to catch up here. Let's see if Acrid can make the jump. Gets the moon below the
Let's
bridge.
go.
He's actually flying through the stage. Tischel. Wait, if Tischel actually lives here, this would be super close. Leaving lost. Oh my God, Cappy homing onto the wooden pillar. Very interesting strat right there. Probably something he came up with himself.
I'm dying. This race is great.
But yeah, I didn't promise you guys enough. Pretty synced right here. As we said, high quality race. quarter semi-final kind of stuff right here.
Casual
Sure.
3-minute lost.
But on the other side, like we can be super happy about this one because this could have been. Imagine that would have only happened to Tischel. He would be like miles behind, but right now he's actually very close.
Yeah, we have a race.
Like it's around 10 seconds.
Yeah.
If even, it might have been like 8. So very close race here again. Let's see if they can recover from the early memes.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because especially, oh wow, that spin point from Acrid going for the Cooper free running strat.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Tischel actually as well. I think they recovered now. They're probably just gonna Cooper free. Oh, maybe not. Tischel grabbing the ledge.
They're gonna get some over.
Yeah.
No. Just play like a sheep.
Okay, so let's see how this Night Metro goes though. Interesting cap return jump strat there from Acrid. We usually see people long jump into that moon,
Yeah.
which is arguably slower because you need to like steer into the moon. Interesting.
Aw,
Missing the
Goomba.
Goomba. Very cool backup though with the side flip there.
Yeah. It was hot.
For sure. Tischel showing how it's actually done. Bouncing on top of the Goomba to save half a second over just jumping and delaying your cap dives more. Okay, so City Hall coming up, and this is notoriously the place when runs get like very sketchy, you can easily fall here as well. And that's something we really don't want to see.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can keep their cool.
Pretty good stuff from Acrid.
If they actually are able to focus enough now to not fall, they do have some time until the next backup capture comes. I would obviously see a lot how you are not really thinking about any backup captures when the race is going that way.
Yeah.
So they do still have some time to refocus.
Oh my. That's.
Yeah, that spin throw was actually some BTT level stuff. Both with a pretty clean first phase. So let's hope for no 3 cycles in this one. Once again, you can actually miss some shots in the second cycle of this fight and lose 30 seconds by default. No recovery.
Yeah.
It's kind of your fault still, but there is a little bit of RNG playing into it.
Yeah, like, if you get a 3 cycle, it's definitely your fault. Like, that's why you see no top runners, like, for the most part, getting 3 cycles.
Yeah.
Because they've done Wiggler so many times, they know, like, all the patterns and what to do, so.
Wow. Pretty solid 2 cycle here from Acrid. The pattern for Tischel looks very good too. You can just shoot him down.
Oh my goodness. That was,
Nice.
both those are hot.
Very good stuff. So, Scoot Clip, the next thing you usually look into after this is done. Wiggler fight, there's a pretty big cutscene now. They can catch their breath after after the lost and wooded they both experienced. And yeah, but Daymetro's pretty unforgiving too, especially if you make those small sloppy mistakes like the wrong dive angle or the wrong like controller position. Talking about Scoot Clip,
Yep.
they caused a lot of time.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have any Scoot Clip shenanigans.
What do you think about Daymetro? I've been watching a lot of your streams and you seem to be able to be at least decently close sometimes to your gold, but I mean, getting a Metro gold these days feels still very hard.
I feel like Daymetro like decides a run almost for me.
Yeah. Wow. Acrid actually not getting to the moon quick enough to be able to capture warp back. That actually loses quite a lot because he did go for the throw, but it didn't warp back. So probably losing at least a second. Scoot Clip playing it safe with a little bonk there. Let's see how Tischel manages to do that one.
Same thing.
Also bonking.
A little slower though. Still good.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
Acrid missing the moon twice actually here. Looked for a very clean setup. He just rolled towards it, trying to spin pound onto that one. Tischel.
No.
Oh my god.
Come on.
I can't say anything.
Oh my
Acrid
God.
going into screenshot mode actually. Very interesting camera manipulation.
I
Straight
wonder
for
if that was
him.
a little BM there.
No, that actually technically works because there is camera manip for this bench guy. And when you start doing that, wow, what? He went for the spin throw jump strat to keep momentum, missed it, but got it in additional, like he got it second try it seemed like because he was that close to the box. But yeah, there is camera manip for the, ooh, okay, I can't even finish my statement. Acrid is actually playing smart now. That dive he did over the taxi was very crucial because if he had fallen onto the taxi, he would have bounced very high and lost.
Oh no, the fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant. It's his revenge.
Yep. That fire hydrant's not nice.
So yeah, there's some camera manipulation in this game where you hold the camera in a specific position so you can cut out the panning that the game usually does for you because the game wants you to be in a certain camera angle. And yeah, Acrid actually kind of achieved it with his screenshot mode onto the bench guy. It's just certainly slower.
Yeah.
Probably unintentional, maybe intentional. Maybe embracing the meme, but yeah. Fast section here for Acrid, very fast actually.
Acrid's doing some cool stuff. That spin throw, roll cancel, jump. That was really hot.
Yeah, that looked clean. He also got the first person strat on the drummer.
Yeah.
Which is we've talked about this previously. I think I've seen you even do it.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
It just looks cool.
Oh, Acrid, please get this one. This is a strat we actually kind of developed together because I mean it's a change of a different strat. We've seen actually Tischel goes for this one too now. That's interesting. Usually the strat you see most people do is like a spin pound roll cans into a triple jump, but it requires a very precise stick angle. So this is a very easy alternative that actually almost doesn't lose time. It loses like 0.1, and it can probably tie the triple jump if you do it very well.
Yeah. Oh my, dude, Acrid's doing some stuff right now.
Yeah, I think he's still showing some interesting memes like the double missed ground pound onto the trash moon, but the rest of this metro was very unique. Also getting very easy bullseye on that moon.
That's what he does in people's room.
Yeah, probably going for the spin throw. Looked very clean. Didn't get the 2 rolls, which I actually hold the segment for this one. You want to get the 2 rolls to be
Yep.
to have the fastest possible time, but very clean still. Small optimization to activate that lever with the spin throw.
Yep.
Yeah, can go that way.
Interesting.
It is probably not the fastest strat because you can skip cap dives entirely there with the 2 fling strat that I think you do. I think you do that, right? Yeah, like
Maybe.
you do the swing, dive, swing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably still the fastest one. But you can kind of be creative in this one. All of the strats won't differ much.
Yeah.
And so the one thing I'm really scared about now, especially in a race like this, is Snowdram. I hope they kind of cool down, because this trick punishes you quite a bit for missing.
Yeah, and there's like no, you have to just keep doing it till you get it, because there's no other moons. Like, you just, it's rough.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
in a race.
All right, so Acrid making up a little bit more time here in the stay metro. Did have the slot, like especially the double missed ground point lost him a lot. Actually, like 5 seconds. Tischel also struggling on that moon and taking a bonk at the fire hydrant. But other than that, that is still close. And obviously Snow, they are pretty sure they are pretty good on coins, because they both actually fought Spewart in the end, even though they did take some deaths. Yeah, Acrid definitely fine. Tischel had 200 coins in wooded shop, so he's definitely fine. They both will be able to buy the moon.
Yeah, Acrid's like one of the best players at Snow right now. Like, he does everything, like literally everything in Snow.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that strat that Tish and Acrid did, it saves actually a lot. Like, even if you don't do it like well, it still saves time over like the normal roll strat.
Yeah, when you fall down, you just take the straighter line, and you can kind of vector and then do a single jump dive. Turns out to be the fastest strat for this one. So we will be having some additional captures right here. I hope Acrid got back on track, because the first moon coming up right now inside Shiveria is actually another capture moon.
Yes.
Getting the capture, nice, he is aware. That's what we want to
go.
see.
Chessman, right? This next one. That it?
Yep, exactly.
You got
Immediately
it.
getting the
Let's
second
go.
capture right there, second randomized capture. He only needs to get the backup in C-set, because he's actually probably going to be trying to do an additional moon clip that he's not the only one attempting it. I think he got it too. So he's going to be going through the
let's
wall
go.
here. Ooh, that's hot. Hot. Rarely seen. You're doing it with the spin pawn too. That's the fastest way you can make that clip work. It's actually kind of cool still to see it. We knew about it pretty much from day one. It's just a different rhythm.
Also, Tish getting both captures.
Yep. He's actually already good to go. He got his 3 out of 3.
Oh, didn't get the insta capture with the spin throw. He's been talking about that recently.
Yeah, once again, Acrid really pushing for everything.
Wow.
Another camera strat right there, where you leave one Spiny alive to once again influence the camera panning in a way that it plays out to save time for you, because it doesn't pan as far if you are closer to the moon. So yeah, as we... Oh no, that bonk actually is costly.
Yeah. Feels bad, man.
But yeah, Chaos not promising too much. I could definitely be going for all the snow strats. And especially the moon clip is still cool to see. You'll almost see it never. And the way Acrid does it is so optimized. Like, he gets a very fast spin pound into the clip, and then he does another spin pound to fly immediately to the loading zone. Like, that's actually not seen at all in any percent really recently. Maybe Equan, rarely, but...
That RNG was really good from Acrid. Like, got a good Goomba stack there.
Yeah, still not sure entirely how this room works. It's probably also camera dependent. There might be a way to kind of influence the Goomba's pathing if you use the camera. Once again, camera in this game is so big. Things that are off screen are not really loaded. They behave differently. So there might be a way to make the Goombas consistent, but it wouldn't be as big of a deal. And at the other side, wouldn't even save that much.
Yeah.
And it might have been even more. It might be even more awkward to have like a weird camera angle there.
Acrid coming up on Snowdram. I really hope they both get their first try.
So Acrid buying the moon right here.
Let's go.
He is gonna be heading into Snowdram, and like, as far as this snow played out, we might be seeing his very unique Snowdram, where he basically just has the camera in a specific angle, so that he only needs to click the first person button once. I'm not sure if that's race safe for him, but let's see. Nah, he takes his time. He's setting up.
Oh no!
Actually, going back again. He wasn't happy with that setup. See if that works.
Yeah.
Getting it very easily. Like he had a lot of space too.
Alright, it's Tish's turn now. Oh,
Ooh, actually, yeah. As you said, Acrid is doing everything. Like watching his snow is ridiculous. I like the
yeah.
strat he did at the end. I think actually Equan came up with it. You can do a roll cancel into a cap bounce to vector a little further. Very cool stuff. You actually only really see that from Equan or Acrid.
Right side Snowdram. Here
The
we
Tischel
go.
special.
Yep. And he gets
What?
it. Gets
Just
the
dive
ball.
vaulting, dive
Let's
vaulting
go.
off to the chest. So yeah, this once again a Tischel unique strat. Like once we said that earlier at the start of this race, he comes up like he wants to understand his visual cues. He wants to understand his audio cues. Like he wants to understand the trick fully, and this is the way he plays, and that's why he does Snowdome at the right side. It just feels better for him.
Yeah. That's good. This race is still pretty close. I was worried that Ish might miss it a few times, but
And that's what we've been talking about. Acrid once again with some unique movement strats that you won't even see the top 3 runners, also Chaos Pringle, do stuff like this. It's probably just barely faster to do a side flip there instead of a backflip or spin pound, but it just turns out better, and Acrid doing these tiny optimizations.
yeah. He said he just likes the side flip. I don't know. And it's faster a little bit. Ooh.
The seaside is clean so far.
Just hold. Wonder if he's gonna do Flower Rocket. Oh no.
Oh, down throw.
Nice.
Not getting the he wanted to do like a double spin pound there. You need to angle
Yeah.
it very specifically though. Easy to miss.
Oh, no Flower Rocket. Feels bad. For sure, Tish just doing the basic stuff, since he said at the start.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for this moon, he just does regular ground pound. Yeah. Oh, what?
Actually going for single jump, not getting it though.
I was watching one of his runs, I think, like, last night. He just regular ground pounded there. So